Please subscribe and hit the notification bell to be notified when new videos are posted. Thank you. See for all the stuff in the way. But it's a naked bike, but it's got a small fairing around the headlight. But the headlight is oval shaped. It's ugly. Well, if my battery's still going, I'll be lucky. I'm going to have to find a place to park, change the battery if I'm going to keep recording. So I've got about an hour and 20 minutes. Although this is a bigger battery than the standard battery. Standard one, they say, lasts an hour to an hour and a half. I don't even know if this one's going or not. Go up here and look for a place to park. Here's a place. Hopefully I can do this quickly. Yeah, I better shut it off. It's definitely 80 degrees today. Let's see. Oh, it's still going. I can't quite make out how much battery time I've got though. It says 23%. You know what? I'm going to let it go for a while. I'll change it someplace else. Gotta get this camera situated again. I don't want to go up Marina. It's got that real downhill angle from right to left. If I had to turn left going there, really steep. And you got a couple of stop signs you got to stop at. Now, I don't like stopping on those kind of angles. I never did like them even when I was a real young guy. Come to think of it, I used to drop my bikes more when I was young than I do now. This one, I've only dropped it twice in the 11 and a half years that I've had it. The first time I dropped it was 2012, so I'd had it about 4.5 years, and I was thinking, oh, I'm not gonna drop this bike, but I did. I was at a complete stop parking on a damn incline. I just fell over to the left, which was the low side, and I couldn't stop it. I managed to slow it down so it just barely bumped the pavement. and it sat on the crash bars, and then I could just, it's easier to pick it up if it's still leaning on the crash bars, because both tires are still on the ground. But the second time I did it, it fell over onto the side of my carport, which I have an incline off to the right on that too. And what it was doing was the front right turn signal was leaning up against the side of the carport, and the top of the lid of the right rear saddlebag was leaning against the carport, and nothing was touching the ground, but because of that low side on the right, I could not get it up. Could not do it. I had to enlist the help of my neighbors to help me get it up there. I stayed at that one time when I was coming over here looking for a place to live, only it was the Econo Lodge then. And they had no good heat in there. They had these little electric space heaters. And I'd leave the thing on when I'd go, so that it would be warm when I come back. Because it was in February, which is the middle of the winter here. And damned if when the maid was in there, she'd turn it off. So it was freezing cold in there. And it never did really warm up. I figured if you just leave the thing on 24 hours a day, it would warm up. Frontier Village over here to the right. This is on the Yavapai Indian Reservation. There's a movie theater in there, several restaurants, stores. Walmart used to be in there, but then they built one of those super Walmarts with the groceries, and they moved out of there. Then there's been a couple of furniture stores in where Walmart used to be, but they don't last. They close down and leave. There's a Home Depot up there, Target, Office Max, PetSmart, or is it it's Petco? Petco. PetSmart is over by Costco. Golden Corral. People call that the Golden Pig Trough. It's a all-you-can-eat buffet with steak on the buffet. When they first built that, it was only like $6.89 for dinner. I think it was. Maybe $6.79. Man, I used to go there all the time. Now it's about 14 something. It's still cheaper than anybody else to get steak though, and anything else that you want, and the quantity you want to eat. But still, it's more than double what it was. I think they opened in 98 or 99. Prescott Gateway Mall up there on the right. They got nothing I'd spend my money at there. They got a Best Buy, but I can get stuff for a lot better price on the internet. Although now, as of the 1st of October, I noticed that even the marketplace on Amazon and Walmart now is charging us sales tax. I mean, Amazon has been charging us sales tax for a couple of years, and so is Walmart, because they got a store right here, but I don't know why Amazon was. But now they're charging us sales tax from the marketplace, from the other vendors. And before the 1st of October, they weren't doing that. In fact, I made it a point last weekend to order a bunch of stuff that I knew I was going to use. And Saturday and Sunday, everything went well. They didn't charge me any sales tax. But Monday, the last day, September 30th, I ordered a battery charger and some aftermarket batteries for this camera. And when I placed the order, it said estimated tax 0. But when they sent me the shipping notification, the invoice had tax on it. They didn't ship it till October the 1st, but I thought that was pretty unfair since I had ordered it on September 30th. But living years, I'm gonna have to edit that out for you too. I say the heck with you. I'm not gonna collect sales tax for you. There's nothing you can do because I don't live in your state. I'm not in your state. Oh yeah, and a while back they passed a law that said that we had to pay sales tax. Then a year later the legislature reversed that. So I never paid any sales tax on stuff that I bought online. There's Granite Mountain. Biggest landmark around. It smells like cat pee around here, and there's no juniper trees. Junipers smell like cat pee, but there's no juniper trees here. It's really strong smelling like cat pee. Of course, the sewage processing plant is down here. Maybe that's what I smell. Cattle, 3, 4, 5 of them anyway. Oh, there's some more farther up on the hill. Over there, I don't know if you can see the water there. That's a settling pond for the sewage processing plant. That's the sewage processing plant right over there. There's the Yavapai Humane Society. That's where I got my dog just about 10 years ago now. She was 10 years old last month. Got to get over to that left turn lane. I was screwing around, not paying proper attention. That right front brake lever is starting to rattle. I don't know, maybe it's got an anti-rattle clip in it like the clutch lever does. I'll have to look that up on the service manual, see if it does. I'll have to get one if it does. Several years back, Harley Davidson counterbalanced the soft-tail engines and rubber-mounted the Dynas and touring bikes. I think they should have counterbalanced and rubber-mounted all of them. They still vibrate like they always did. It never bothered me when I was young, but I wish it didn't do it now. Of course, I didn't have so much stuff on my bike to vibrate and make noise. I had one mirror. First Harley I had didn't even have a front brake. All I had was the clutch and the throttle, but one throttle cable. Now they got what they call throttle and idle cable. There's two of them. Of course, after California started, when they decided you had to have a motorcycle endorsement on your license, I couldn't take the test on that bike because I didn't have a speedometer or a front brake. They made me go put those on before I could take the road test on that bike. And then the road test was a joke then. Anybody could have passed it. They got a couple of cones out. You weave in and out of them, going up about 20 or 30 yards maybe, and you make a figure 8 U-turn like, and you come back and you stop with your front wheel in this square box. As long as you weave in and out of those cones fine and you make that figure 8 U-turn, would put your U-turn part to the right, which is a little harder than making a U-turn to the left, which is the only way you're ever going to make a U-turn on the street. But it wasn't that. It took all of about 3 minutes. And if you stopped with your front wheel in the box, you passed. Of course, now they got a whole lot more. They put you through in Arizona. They don't even offer the skills test up here where I live. You got to go down to Phoenix. That was a bunch of crap. And I hadn't had an endorsement because one time when I lived in California, when I went to renew my license and I didn't have a motorcycle to take the test on, instead of just letting me do it with the written test, they wouldn't let me have the motorcycle endorsement, so I didn't have an endorsement when I moved over here. So at first I rode without an endorsement. Then I bought a new bike and I said, well, I better have an endorsement on that new bike because I got to carry all this insurance on it and the insurance company might refuse just go to the MVD and take it because they didn't offer it up here. And I hate going to Phoenix. I hate big cities. I don't like them at all. So anyway, I took MSF course, which you can do in lieu of taking the test. At the MVD. And it wasn't too bad. It was $95. I had to provide the bike. I think it was $300 if you took the one where they provide you the bike. I didn't want to spend any more money than I had to, so I took it on my bike. It was 2 days, but it was called Team Arizona. They were really good though. Anytime somebody had trouble, they worked with them until they got it down before they moved, and everybody was able to get their certificate. And a couple years later, my wife decided she wanted to ride her own bike. Team Arizona quit coming up here because a guy that had worked for them, I guess he lived up here, he started his own school. I don't know, is that right? I don't think so. He started his own school. Didn't offer what they call the intermediate one where you provide your own bike. He only offered the ones where they give you Honda Rebels 250s, I think. But I thought, oh, okay, that's good because that'll be easy for her to learn on and do it. But she had some difficulty weaving in and out of the cones to the right and doing that figure eight, which ended up doing the U-turn to the right. And he didn't pass her. He wouldn't work with her. He just didn't pass her. He did offer for her to come back in 2 weeks for the second day where they were out on the bike and try again, but he didn't pass her again. Then he told her she'd have to pay for private lessons. I just bullshit on that. That guy just pissed me off.